All right. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening from wherever you're watching us today. I remain Mr. Bright on the piano. All right. The last class was an introductory class, and today I want to spice the class up a little bit. I want us to go deeper. I want us to go deeper, deeper, and deeper today, but I would not want to give us too much information that will make us want to lose our interest, because keyboard is a very sweet, simple, interesting, and also easy instrument to learn, if you know what I mean. All right, I I would like us to go into chords and progression. I would like us to go into chords today, knowing chords, what chords are, and building chords. Uh-huh. Then, if possible, we go into progression. Like I said, I don't want to make it a lengthy class so that we'll start getting into confusion. So, if we can do chords today, then maybe if we can't go into progression, then subsequent classes will do progression. So, I would like you to sit tight and enjoy the ride. All right. From the last class, I mentioned that we have various keys. C, we have C, C sharp, D, D sharp, E, F, F sharp, G, A sharp, B, and back to C. So those are the basic key we have repeated in several octaves. We have the thick one here, we have the lighter one here. So it helps you generate any kind and texture of music you want to generate from the instrument. Okay, let's rush into what we have for today. I always like working with C or F or F sharp. Those are my best keys. So although other keys are good, but I prefer working with these ones. If there are other things, if there are questions you want to ask on any of the keys, you are free to ask. Feel free to ask. Drop your comments, drop your questions in the comment section so I can check and answer those questions so that you will learn better. Okay. So I mentioned today that we're gonna do chords. One key is called a note. If you hold two keys, it's called a dual note. And I do it most of the times to add beauty to my songs. I use dual notes sometimes to add beauty to my songs. But what I want to focus on today is chords. Chords. What are chords? Chords are a combination of three or more notes to make music. For example, on the key of C, altogether, both on my left and right hand, I'm holding four notes, which is making a chord. What am I doing? I'm just going Do, Re. I can run from Do, Re, Mi, Fa, Sol, La, Ti, Do, the sofa notation, and I can develop a song from there. You enjoy your music better when you play on chords, although you can enjoy your music when you play on the notes, but you get the feel of the music better when you go on the chords. For example, what I just did on my left hand, I do call my left hand the bass clef and my right hand the treble clef, so it gives balance to the music. So if I hold the C the C note alone, the C key alone, if I sing to it, to this sound, it might not be pleasant. Do, yeah, mi, yeah, a drop of golden sound. In your name I call myself, a longer way to run. So a little golden thread, God, a lot to follow soul. Tea, a drink with jam and bread, that will lead us back to God. So, although it makes sense a little, but let's see how we can do that with chords. Let me just show you the chord, then later on in this class, I will teach you how to build the chord. We'll be working on our key of C today so that it will be clear to everyone. On the key of C, we have the different solfa notations that make up the chord. We have do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, and from the your C as your first, which is the root note, will be the first note. While generating the chord, while building the chord, C will be the first note. Then there is a system I learned, which I will show you later after showing you this pattern now. So C is the number 1. You skip number 2 and pick number 3. Your chord is basically 1, 3, 5 for your one chord. 1, you skip number 2, add 3, you skip number 4, you add 5. If you want to pronounce the solfa notation, it's do, mi, sol. That's on the key of C. It is applicable to every other key. For example, on the key of F, your F is your 1, your G, your E, sorry, your A is your 3, and your C is your 5. On the key of C, C is 1, E is 3, G is 5. So we have C, G. Now, if you are going, that is for your do chord, your 1 chord. For your 2 chord, we have your re, which is the second note. That is why we are calling it the 2 chord. Re is the second note. That is why we're calling it the 2 chord. We have re, which is number 2. Then you skip the 3rd one, you go to the 4th one, which is re. The next one to re is mi. The next one after mi is fa. And the solfa notation. This is a little bit complex. Let us just settle down so that we'll get an understanding to this. Okay. I am getting a feeling that we are getting confused. This is C, which is do. This is D, which is re. This is E, which is mi. This is F, which is fa. This is G, which is so. This is A, which is la. This is B, which is T, and this is C, which is do. This works for a key of C. If you are going for C sharp, this becomes your 1 and becomes your do. This becomes your 2 and becomes your re. This becomes your 3 and becomes your mi. This becomes your 4 and becomes your fa. So that is how it is. So we are working on the key of C. Let's not get confused.